clear that Eveliina is very confident and comfortable on this course. She has already come out playing great this year. She said this is the first event that she's been able to play outside in 3 months, and she is looking like she's appreciating it. One thing about Eveliina's game so far this weekend is she's not necessarily leading the field in any stat. She's just the second best in every single stat, and that's showing pristine consistency, and that's what you need on this course. I think if Eveliina can keep being consistent both on the green and on the tee, she could win this event pretty handily.
Holyn Handley leading this tournament day 1 and day 2. She is getting more strokes than anybody tee to green. She got 3 huge Pro Tour wins last year, and you can just tell the ease at which she's competing. She had a slow start in round 2 and then picked it up to overtake Eveliina to regain the lead 1 stroke going into Championship Sunday. I think it's going to be an extraordinarily competitive final round.
Macie Velediaz is the story of the weekend in my opinion, but the fact that she only played 2 Pro Tour events last year and then is coming out and playing so dominant, 2 lead cards in a row, looking so comfortable on the course, I really think this is just pristine mom power.
Ella is bringing a really crazy forehand game to the table, unique to her that no one else quite has. She's throwing some amazing lines out there. Ella got her first win last year at OTB, but hasn't won any of the Pro Tour or majors since then. I'm sure she's hungry for a win and looking great out there.
Hello and welcome to the 2025 Discraft Supreme Flight Open presented by Discraft. We are out here in beautiful sunny Florida on Championship Sunday. Before we get into it, I am Madison Walker.
I'm Erika Stinchcomb. We're the 2 hot geese.
Honk. We had a whole weekend full of beautiful weather. It's very exciting. But before we start covering this event, we want to talk about what's coming up in a couple weeks. We get to do a cool new thing. Brian Earhart and the whole DGN gang are going to be having the Disc Golf Network live coverage on the JomezPro YouTube channel. Make sure you're subscribed. We have round 1 coverage live for completely free. Don't worry, we're still doing our post-produced stuff, but you can watch it for free too. Check out what the live coverage is like. Now let's get back here on Championship Sunday. After round 2, we have Holyn Handley, Eveliina Salonen, Macie Velediaz, and Ella Hansen on our lead card competing for the title.
Yeah, Holyn only 1 stroke ahead. Ella Hansen with the hot round yesterday, only 2 strokes separating, and it's anybody's game out here, honestly. I mean, I think we said it earlier, but we can just say it again because it's very true. Hole 1's a par 3, 278 feet, plays a lot farther than that with the uphill. There's a branch in the way. There's some OB on the right that you only find if you do something really incorrectly. There has not been very many birdies on this one at all this weekend. It's typically just a par. Just a nice par.
From Grapevine, Texas, and at 10 under par, she is your leader, Holyn Handley.
I think Erika said in a previous day that 7 under par is what won the whole event last year. Is that right?
It was 16 under.
Oh, 16 under for the whole weekend.
Event.
Oh, yeah, but we also
with
had
Eveliina, but
yes, we also had a lot of rain.
Yeah,
and the course was about 3 to 4 strokes easier.
Mm-hmm. So Holyn at 10. Yeah, I don't know. I'm curious what's going to win it today.
And she is the reigning world champion. From Brooksville, Finland, Eveliina Salonen.
I think they're going to at least need to shoot a 5 down.
At least, but I think realistically, I mean, whoever shoots course records got it probably.
Yeah.
Right now it's 8, but there's a little more out there if you're on a heater. Oh, yeah. Eveliina slides into the circle.
From Morristown, Tennessee, Macie Velediaz.
I love this lead card. I mean, of course, we've seen Holyn win a handful of events. We've seen Eveliina win a major or 2. But we don't see everyone here with a ton of winning experience. So I feel like everyone's got those nerves still. Mm-hmm. It's pretty exciting and electric on this lead card.
Except for Macie, no nerves.
I know, she just looked calm as a cucumber.
And cool, too. Ella a little low, looking for some ground play.
She gets it. Up into circle 2, putting. A little bit of a scary putt. Let's see if she chooses to run this. Yes, she does.
Ooh, and that needs to sit down. Possibility of rolling away down a very steep hill on that left side.
There were, again, 4 birdies on this hole today.
Ooh, Holyn coming back at it and leaving some work left for her par. Ella, oh, there she is. God, I didn't see, she could have been anywhere down there and I would, yeah.
Oh no, starting out the round with a 3 putt.
Holyn in for par. You never want that putt to start, but it usually gets your round going pretty nicely. Gets the confidence up.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
my goodness.
Speaking of confidence.
Macie with the only look for birdie. And she converts. We saw her hit the cage yesterday. Love to see this revenge birdie.
Such a powerful cucumber.
The only other birdies were Kona Montgomery. Cat Merch parked the hole, and Hannah Wynn with a circle 2. Macie immediately gaining a stroke, tying for the lead. One of many lead changes I'm sure we'll see today.
I'm guessing 12. 12 lead changes.
Get your tallies out.
Yeah.
I mean, hole 2 is 661 feet. There's barbed wire all the way down the right-hand side. The gap is very far away from the tee pad. You can throw a mid out there and play for 4. We see a lot of players doing that because it is very difficult to reach the green. And 2, we only see a few competitors doing that with a really big forehand on the second shot. This
Welcome to hole 2. Macie up first. Aggressive here. She pulls it a little too far to the right, but she's going to stay in bounds. She's looking at a par from there unless she gets 6,000 skips and has the biggest forehand on the earth.
Holyn going really aggressive here. Yesterday we saw her early release this, and it got some flare skips into the woods. It still landed in an area where she was able to work something on her second shot, but this is plenty safe.
That was great. ESP drive from Holyn. Eveliina has been... I think this is the farthest that she throws on any hole on the course. Like,
Legit.
she just absolutely unleashes here with a Star Destroyer, and it's so fun to watch. Ella taking some off with her Showstopper 2 there. And Macie just conceding the par here, just getting out there and a little closer to that sawgrass than you'd like, but she's close.
It was very dewy this morning, especially this fairway.
Normally I'd say it's not really reachable from where Ella is, but Ella has been doing things we've never seen before with a forehand.
This included.
Like that.
Unbelievable. Really great ground play at the end. She is in circle 1.
How far do you think that was?
Every bit of 330.
Easy.
Maybe more than that, because I feel like she took it easy off the tee.
350 easy.
Yeah.
She did take it really easy. Like, she maybe threw it 300 feet off the tee.
Holyn doing something similar. She took a lot more off the tee than Ella did, but she goes deep at the basket, gets a nice friendly roll back.
And look at how close Eveliina is.
It's just a chip shot.
Yeah, I mean, she can disc down a little bit. She was a little pinched, and this is a pretty mean roll for a good shot. Macie chipping right at it with a little forehand. I can't stop imagining slices of cucumber when I see her play. So thanks for that. Eveliina in for a big birdie.
Talk about a confidence booster. That's a way to get your round going.
Ella just a little off on the putt. I'm sure she'll get that warmed up.
Holyn getting her first birdie of the round, taking 1-stroke lead over Macie.
And Eveliina, who caught up.
Mm-hmm.
Ella very suddenly 4 strokes back of the lead instead of 2. That's not insurmountable, but I'm sure it's a little stressful to be, 1 over when the rest of your card are taking some pretty sweet birdies.
Yeah, but she is putting herself in position, so
definitely.
she's able to keep relying on her tee shots.
And that forehand. I want it to have a special name because she's doing some special things. Hole 3 is a downhill par 4, 507 feet. Down off this little cliff here over an out of bounds area. You can throw anything from a putter to a driver, which is true of many holes out here at Olympus. The more you try to get up the hill, the more risk you bring into play. You see a lot of ladies just kind of lay up to the base of the hill and then try to crest the hill and get a putt for a birdie on their second, but that basket's pushed back farther than it looks from the bottom of that hill, and there's that barbed wire fence to the right that's out of bounds, so it can bring in a lot of trouble if you don't land exactly right in the right spot. A little too deep, little too short left. This hole can bring a lot of challenge into play. You can get a bogey in a second.
Yeah, this hole's frustrating though because everybody knows that they can reach it for a birdie easily. It's just what a lot of the par 4s on this course demand: 2 incredibly technical shots perfectly thrown back to back.
I like it.
I do too. I love this course.
Yeah, I think the consensus is generally
positive,
which you don't often hear.
No, especially on a newer course on tour,
and especially on this difficult of a course.
Yep. Yeah, everyone likes to get birdies, and you just don't get that many out here, but it still feels like a fun challenge.
Mm-hmm. Macie, I think that's the better mistake to make, to push straight. That left side gets pretty obstructed very quickly. And then this is a really nice little hyzer line from Ella. She's set up perfectly. She took a little off there and just went putter with a glow P2.
Eveliina just conceding for par here, just trying to get midway up the hill. That's all you really need from there. It's a pretty simple up and down, even though the basket's blind.
Wow, Holyn got way up there.
Kind of a risky little shot there, but thankfully it checked up. That could have easily caught edge. That out of bounds comes up quick on the right side.
Macie having to go patent pending here. This can be a difficult shot with the uphill to get it all the way up there, but yeah, she does a good job of it. Doesn't try to get too aggressive.
Yeah, I like how she's kind of approaching the holes conservatively, playing within her game.
Wow. Okay, nice.
Yeah, Ella parked for a birdie.
I wonder if she just went putter to birdie this.
I hope she did.
Me too. I think it's the same disc.
Everyone I've talked to, FPO, MPO, regardless, we've all acknowledged that this course, you can throw distance drivers on most of the holes, but it really does cater to the players that are able to power their mid-ranges.
Mm-hmm.
If you can throw the lower speed discs, these fairways really favor that.
Yeah, it's cool. We used to have courses like that on tour, but we really don't anymore, so it's fun.
Yeah, it's fun to pull out your fairways and your mids, but still have to throw them hard.
Get the dust off of them.
Yeah.
And par is going to be a great score on any hole out here.
Yeah, only 4 birdies on this one today.
And Ella with a tap-in.
Yep, there was only 3 birdies on the last one, so just continuing the trend of not many birdies.
Holyn hanging on to a 1-stroke lead. Ella within 3 with that birdie.
Ready? Let's do it. So how's your day going?
Hole 4, another par 4 that requires 2 extremely technical and precise shots, 2 small landing zones. This fairway is completely blind from the tee pad. You have to carry straight and flat for a long way before you go just slightly downhill, hyzering out before a group of trees. You do want to push more straight though, not get too much hyzer on the end, because landing on the left side of the fairway makes approaching the green extremely difficult. We saw Eveliina throw this shot perfectly yesterday, but it's not one that you're banking on throwing perfectly. Most of the time you land where you land, and then you just work with what you have for your second shot. Ella, way left. She might have a hard time getting up and down from there.
I think not for par necessarily.
No, yeah.
But for birdie, sure. Yeah. She's pinched. Yeah, Eveliina's shot, she threw a Thunderbird yesterday and kind of had more of a slight flip up and just kind of a dead straight shot, ending up more to the right than Holyn, which you'd think that's a perfect shot, and it is fantastic, but she's going to have a harder second shot. Let's see if Eveliina can do it again.
Oh, so close.
So close. Brings in that back wall.
Yeah, and where she landed now, of course she's in the rough a little, but she's also going to have to deal with some low ceiling from there, trying to get up to the green.
Gosh. Just a reminder that Macie Velediaz did not really tour last year. And
2
she's just
Pro Tour events.
Yeah, she's just coming out here and slaying. Oh, yeah.
Wow.
Eveliina.
That she knows it's good.
She does.
She knows
That's
it's
a
good.
cheeky little smile.
Uh-huh. That's an
She's
unbelievable
like, oh,
shot.
You guys like it?
Dang, look at Macie. Stay up.
Oh, sit.
Oh.
Dang. That was close. Oh,
And
no,
that's
there's
the
OB
danger.
down there.
Yeah, that's the danger of running at this hole.
Man, that looks like it's barely out of bounds. That's the danger, along with all of the other 100 dangers down the fairway.
Yeah, I discovered the left side's pretty dangerous as well
Sure
today.
is.
Ella with a really technical, really nice sidearm, panning just enough to land on that hillside.
That little tree area that she's in is surprisingly difficult, though, to putt from. The branch is probably in her way.
The fact that everyone just made that shot look easy, of course Macie got an unfortunate roll, but everyone landed inside the circle. It is hard to get your disc up through all of those trees and onto that green. They just made that look so easy.
Yeah, and we're here to tell the people that what
It's
they're
not.
doing is so impressive. Enjoy it. Macie going a little forehand harp here.
Perfect.
Doesn't look too phased by the unfortunate break there. And you see this little thing? Gosh, I was right under that too. I hate that branch.
Yeah, not... Oh, that's so close.
Sit down.
Wow.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
And you see this so often at this course, but we haven't seen very many rollaways on coverage.
Oh, she abandoned the throw. That's a smart choice, honestly. It looked like there was a lot of rough there. And Ella knows if she gets another crack at this, she can make it. Just for a bogey, that's not bad.
Man, you rarely see... I don't think I've ever seen an abandoned throw graphic. You know?
It doesn't happen very much. And Holyn with an opportunity to take even more strokes. Missing a shorty. Has a little bit of a technical comeback putt. Good for it for the par. At this point, Ella, I mean, she's going to have to battle a little bit here. She's still within striking distance, but it's been some unfortunate stuff. A couple short missed putts that are going to make the rest of the round difficult.
I mean, that one was a really highly technical putt, and it was just a bad break that turned one stroke into two. So she can still do it.
But this is the type of the course where... I don't know. She's still so close. I mean, even the chase card. Look at them. They're right there behind.
They're doing it.
Yeah, it's...
And look at that. Another tie at the top. That's two.
It's two.
Two lead changes.
Here we are in hole 5.
Oh, yeah. It's a par 3, 247 feet. That red area on the map is this bluff face, if you will. You can take it from in there if you would like, or you can take it from the optional drop zone with no penalty. It looks... like you don't have to throw very far, but you need to give this thing a little bit of height. You can't really work a flex. I think a mid-range just nice and high is a great play. You see a lot of fairway drivers though too. I'm sure these ladies are going slow speed.
Eveliina sneaks through the left side.
Perfect height. That was her champion J.
Holyn,
pulls it.
yeah. But high enough where I think she's on top.
Yeah, she might even have a look from kind of that walking path over there. Ella pulls it as well. Ooh.
Oh, the course giveth, the
come
course
on.
taketh away. Just own it, Ella.
She's just shaking her head. That's so funny. Yeah, take him when you can get him. And this is good, but just barely squeaks over. And Macie, the only one to throw fairway there. She went escape. Yeah, so cool to see both putters and fairway drivers on the same hole.
Mm-hmm.
Just a unique course.
And they're both
great plays.
good options, yeah.
Eveliina for another birdie. I feel like we didn't highlight that tap-in she had on the last hole. That was excellent.
There were 11 birdies on this hole today out of 43 competitors. This is the third easiest hole, so
Crazy.
crazy.
Nice putt and conversion from Macie there and from Ella.
Yeah, nice little bounce back from the bogey, keeping it at even par. This hole would be so awesome to ace.
Yeah. Yeah, it really would.
And with that, Macie taking that birdie, she's going to move up to within one stroke of the lead. Eveliina and Holyn still tied at the top. Another huge downhill hole, hole 6, 671 feet. I like to throw a putter or maybe a really slow mid off the tee here because going deep is just the worst. It's so hard to get out of there. You want to carry more left than you do straight, shortening the second shot to the green right at the dog leg. They've put the basket in a nice open spot where you're not really having to worry too much about the sawgrass, but it can be a little bit unfriendly if you come up short or go a little bit wide right and deep. This is a birdieable hole by everyone in the field. You're kind of excited to get here, looking your chops, ready to give it your best shot. Ella, dead center, setting herself up perfectly. This played as the easiest hole of the day.
Huh. Yeah, everyone figuring it out today. Ella with the Meadowflake MD5, so going mid-range. Macie going Orbit Felon. Looks like she came up short there in the corner. Ooh. This looks like either early or crazy aggressive. I think early.
I think that was an accident. Oh,
Wait
worked.
a second. Was it though? Wait, what is she throwing?
I think it was an
It's
accident.
a Firebird.
But,
yeah.
but it worked.
But it really worked.
Came out early and high.
She's way down there. Holyn, Z-Raptor.
Smooth. Perfect.
What were you saying the other day about how a fairway driver's not a good play on this hole? I just forgot.
I'm convinced
Could
it's
you
not.
remind me?
I just don't want to have to. I like to throw every shot as hard as I can.
That checks out.
So, I don't want to baby anything. Macie, going back to her conservative golf, really just settling for the par, not trying to play out of her mind to recover anything.
Ella with what, maybe like 300, 325?
Yeah, I
Something
think
like
that's
that.
about right. Uphill plays a little farther, but yeah, right in that area. Leaves it a little short.
Yeah, in the sawgrass too. Holyn going Buzz from a little bit closer. That's got to be maybe just inside 300.
Mhm. I would agree.
Wow, you just agreed with me twice.
3 times.
3 times. Oh my god.
Evelina's
great shot.
so far down here, opting for a little standstill shot.
Just a touch early, but that's going to work out fine. Sometimes you can end up with some weird footing over there, but...
This was the highest birdie percentage on any hole of the whole weekend. 40% of the field getting it. Yeah, 17 out of 43 competitors. Heck yeah.
Ooh, Ella, probably going to pay for this later.
Oh. That did not roll, did it?
I'm not sure. I was referring to the sawgrass for anyone who's confused. Great putt from Holyn. Haven't seen too many putting errors from Eveliina. I feel like we have to stop using that. You know, she used to have trouble with it, but now that was a solid committed putt, just a little high.
Macie's par play working out great, even with the error on the drive. Eveliina is good for her comeback putt as well. Holyn Handley with 1 stroke still on Eveliina Salonen with that birdie.
Lead change. On to hole 7. It's a par 3, 329 feet. Looks easy. Feels harder. It's, I guess, slightly downhill. There's a variety of shot shapes you can do, but you really don't want to pull it too far to the right. That's the worst mistake. You can see that steep hillside there, and you can get some rolls and skips and be in no man's land. It doesn't feel great to leave it short. It can leave some difficulty on the approach with that final tree in the way. I like just a nice dead straight shot, like a hyzer flip to straight shot, but there's a little bit of room to work. That looks fantastic from Holyn.
Yeah, I love... I think the ability to throw a slower disc here is such an advantage. I'm still pulling out a distance driver, and it just feels so uncomfortable. I think it plays closer to 350 with the uphill-ish nature.
Yeah, I agree. So Holyn threw an ESP drive, which I believe is a fairway, and Ella, that was a mid, swirly S-line MD4. Cool to see her put it up a little higher and to the right.
What was that from Macie? Fairway?
That was a Supreme Trespass, so distance driver. And Champ Thunderbird here from the Champ.
Wow. She's so good with that disc.
She really is.
Yay.
So good we get a follow flight.
Perfect height, perfect speed.
Perfect everything.
Hits these slippery little oak leaves and does a little roll around the basket. Can't ask for more than that. A lot of people figuring this hole out today. 22 out of 43 competitors getting to circle 2 in regulation.
Okay. Oh, nice putt. Holyn kind of heating up 2 in a row.
Her putting looks great today.
Just a reminder, we haven't at least seen on coverage more than a turkey
this weekend.
So it's this weekend. So it's very difficult ever.
So
it's very difficult to string a bunch of birdies together. Anytime you get a few in a row, it feels great.
There were 10 birdies out of 43 competitors. We're seeing 3 of them on our lead card, proving their worth. Holyn kind of stretching her lead here just a little bit.
Just a touch.
Hole 8, 465 feet. Used to really not love this hole, but the more times I play it, the more it grows on me and becomes very fun.
Same.
It's great for a backhand turning shot, but that OB line on the left makes that a little scary. The distance forehand is, I think, a great shot for it, but
I think it's the play.
It doesn't quite let you get as close, potentially.
Potentially.
You have to push that tree on the left side, maybe get into some trouble, but yeah, it's...
Yeah, you gotta make a putt usually.
Yeah, both shots work well. Holyn opting for the backhand turning shot. You can see how this can become a disaster quickly, or an ace.
Or an ace quickly.
She's in circle 2, coming back at the basket. That is a terrifying putt.
Yeah, I've never seen someone up there. She just accidentally threw it 500 feet.
Let's watch Ella with the forehand.
Oh, so good.
So good.
Nice.
Yes.
See, no trouble, no danger at all.
Yeah. And we love the uphill putt. Eveliina, a little too low, but gets around the center guardian tree.
Okay.
Yeah.
That'll work.
That'll work.
There's a little bit of wind today. I think this was left to right.
Yep.
But less, I think, than the other days. Ooh, this, okay. Remember how I said there's no trouble? Oh, I was right.
That works out in Macie's favor. She just has a pretty simple little chip up shot from here. She's so good at these forehand little turning shots.
It's always interesting to see, you know, most people would step up to this and think backhand. And that's why.
Yeah.
that could have been better.
But this is like a Kristen Tatar move.
Yes. Yeah, exactly. Wow. Great commentary, honestly.
Mm-hmm. Eveliina with the full layout. Has some low hanging tree branches.
Ella needs to get this up. If you cage this, or I suppose band it, it can be a roll away so quickly and so far away. And she was probably thinking about it a little bit.
Yeah, this seems to be her error this weekend. Just a little right. She wants it. She's giving it a chance. Just gripping it a little too much. Macie rescuing the par again. She's not necessarily making any big moves, but she's recovering very well.
She is. Small moves.
Some teeny moves. 6 birdies on hole 8 today. Kona Montgomery parking the hole. Only 8 competitors getting to circle 1 in regulation out of 43. It feels silly to talk about who's leading right now when we just know that 16, 17, and 18 are looming on the horizon.
Yeah, let's skip ahead, honestly.
Yeah, we got like eagle holes plus like triple bogeyable holes.
Oh, hole 9 already.
Mm-hmm.
Welcome. It's par 3. So scenic. We love it here. 387 feet. You usually see ladies trying to go through this gap that the drone just flew. It's usually turning to the right, and then you're trying to get it to fade out towards the pin. If you're going to make a mistake, keep turning to the right. There's way more room over there. The sawgrass wall is a nightmare. Early right might be a slightly worse nightmare.
Holyn.
I have a lot of nightmares.
Holyn really relying on that turning shot. She's very good at that right finishing backhand. Comes in low, but will have a putt.
Yeah, it was great. Titanium Undertaker. Ella taking kind of that sneaky little inside route and gets a friendly little bounce. Kind of the second good break she's had.
That might have like flicked an ant off the bark. It was so close to the tree.
It was.
Eveliina just going to do like a wall riding shot.
Uh-huh. I wonder if that's on the stairway or if it's in the sawgrass. Either way, it should be an easy par, but I don't think she'll have a putt.
Yeah, Macie.
Really hugging that right side.
Look at that trust. Just sending it.
Cool. That was, let's see, her supreme something. Escape.
Eveliina right on the stairway.
Oh, she hates it. Whoa.
Just... everyone's in the mix right now.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, I get it. They want to win. That was just a lot of emotion from her. Holyn looking very solid on the putting green.
Yeah, and to have both competitors that she's working with on the green. Ella, again, missing a putt. And this
one a little timid left.
Yeah, this is... oh, no.
Oh, no. Everyone on the dance floor, but Holyn, the only one still dancing.
A lot of opportunities here being floundered on the green.
Floundered. Yeah, that's tough when you're inside the circle after some really phenomenal drives there.
Yeah.
How many people landed in the circle on this one?
Only 13 out of 43 competitors. There was only 7 birdies total, and everyone here was working with a putt.
Mm-hmm. Okay, we had some lead changes. Holyn extends her lead to 2 strokes over Eveliina. Macie 4 strokes off the lead. Ella 5, and most of those are putts. And 5 still reachable on the back 9, as Madison said. 16, 17, 18 huge. I mean, that could be a 10-stroke difference between competitors.
Legitimately.
It's crazy.
And you see a lot of competitors finishing out with 3 bogeys in a row, 3 doubles. Like it can happen quickly.
Or triple par eagle.
Yeah. We really can't say much until we get into the back 9.
Sure we can.
So come hang with us. Look at Emily Weatherman shooting a 7 down. Current hot round. Really turning it on. Thanks for hanging with us on the first half of Championship Sunday. We got 9 more holes. We'll see you on the back. I'm Madison Walker.
I'm Erika Stinchcomb. We're your 2 hot keys.
Honk.
Honk.
Control.